All right. Assalamu alaikum, family. Brother Supreme X here. And y'all know this is our Thursday night broadcast of Separation and Independent. And it's definitely getting hot. So it's all praise is due to Allah that we are right on time with the time. And that we are gonna let the enemy know that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan got some real followers that's not gonna bow down to whatever they are trying to come with. So we got some information tonight that we want to provide and that we want to take a look at and that we need to get over to our people to understand what this is, right? What is happening, what you see going on with all of the backlash from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's monumental divinely guided message that he gave July the 4th, Saturday in the garden. You see all of this hatred going on, all of this slander going on, all of these lies going on because they are mad that the world watched the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and like they should have thought that it was going to happen. But nevertheless, family, we are here to let them know the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan ain't going nowhere, right? We're going to be here when it's all said and done. So we have to let you know what this real war is and what is really going on because a lot of us don't know. Family, this is a war against the synagogue of Satan is challenging the nation of Islam. And what are they challenging? They are challenging our God, Master Fard Muhammad. That is the warfare. That is the challenge. That is the conflict because the nation, we are bringing a God that the white man did not teach the slaves, right? So it's a whole different mindset. So family, but before we get into the heart of this lecture or this topic, this broadcast, family, we want everybody to go and subscribe to our Fountain Call newspaper, the digital Fountain Call. You see it running at the bottom of the screen. And if you want to donate to Muhammad Economic Blueprint and donate to the farm and help us get clean, good, wholesome food out to more of our people in North America, right? Donate to Muhammad Economic Blueprint. And if you want to safeguard yourself from inflation and taxation, then go to www.fardmoney.com and get you a gold savings account. So let's get into it. We always start this broadcast off with words from the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, talking about separation that is found in the back page of the Final Call. So these are some of the factors. And if you haven't got this issue, please make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Get this latest edition right here, which highlights the minister's speech, and it's just a wealth of information in here. Get yourself and get informed by getting this. So all of this is, it's just a powerful paper, family. Every black person in the world should have a subscription and be getting this paper weekly, paper, family, to know about what's going on. They can't never censor this. They can say whatever they want to say, but they can never shut down this paper, family, because this is an independent black newspaper. So we always start off with words from the Muslim program, what the Muslims believe and what the Muslims want and what the Muslims believe. That what the question the Muslims want, this question is asked more frequently by both the whites and the blacks. The answer to this question I should state as simply as possible. Number one, we want freedom. We want a full and complete freedom. We want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, regardless of creed, our class, our color. We want equality of opportunity. We want equal membership in society with the best in civilized society. We want our people in America whose parents or grandparents were descendants from slaves to be allowed to establish a state or territory of their own, either on this continent or elsewhere. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to provide such land and that the area must be fertile and mentally rich. We believe that our former slave masters are obligated to maintain and supply our needs in this separate territory for the next 20 to 25 years. We are able to produce until we are able to produce and supply our own needs. Since we could not get along with them in peace and equality, after giving them 400 years of our sweat and blood and receiving in return some of the worst treatment human beings have ever experienced, we believe our contribution to this land and the suffering forced upon us by white America justifies our demand for complete separation in a state or territory of their own. We're going to stop it right there. But family, as we go through this and as y'all continue to hear this, it should be becoming clear that why they hate the Nation of Islam so much, why they got such a vendetta with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, why they don't want you to hear him. Because we are the only ones who are preaching real justice to the slave, or to the former slaves, right? To our people. Because they can't pacify and just give us no reparation in dollars. They can't do that, family. We need territorial land. They took us from a country when we was independent. So for them to give us proper justice and the proper send-off, they got to give us territorial land that we govern, that we can call our own, right? That is reparation, and that's what we are asking for. That's what we are demanding. And our God, Master Fard Muhammad, is whipping the enemy into shape. Y'all heard what the minister said on the 4th of July about how he prayed for this virus, the coronavirus, to hit the state of Florida because they got a blockade on our people down in Cuba that can help with a cure, to help cure the coronavirus, COVID-19, but they don't want to let it happen. And you see that the state of Florida has risen. So the ministers are divinely guided, man, make no mistake about it. But we in Fard Money, we want to let you know who the war is with, because a lot of people throw out the word synagogue is safe. But who is it? Where are their institutions? What do they operate? What do they control? So we got a short clip from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that was delivered 2010, Savior's Day 2010, Part 3, The Great War. So we're going to play this short clip right quick, and then we will be right back to get more into this broadcast, family. Please like, share this out. Get everybody on, because the warfare and the tension that you see with the so-called Jews, who the minister said are imposters, with the Nation of Islam, it is revolving around the minister pulling off their cover, letting the world know who they are, where everybody can see them for who they are, so you can decide which side do you want to be on. Because the war is never to the swift, only to those that can endure. And the minister been on front line for 65 years. And since 1984, when the conflict with the so-called Jews started, because he defended our brother Jesse Jackson, because he was running for the president, right? And he sent the FOI to protect him. So we have always been a thorn in white supremacists' back, because we always had the knowledge on the root of them. But the root and the knowledge, and this knowledge is out, is in books. So another reason why they're mad, you got Jews selling blacks. You can go to the Nation of Islam website and get this book. We have The Fall of America, written by the Most Honorable Muhammad, that detail what has happened. But these books here, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, Volume 2, 1, 2, and 3, exposes them to the T from their own scholars, from their own rabbis. That's why they forced Jeff Bezos to take this off of Amazon. But you can get it from us, though. So ain't no stopping us. So let's listen to the clip, and we're going to come back and get more into this.
And you refuse. And as long as you will be a step and fetch it, as long as you will sell out for $1, they make dollars every day. Right next to the Holocaust Museum in Washington is where the Federal Reserve prints the money. The Federal Reserve is the synagogue of Satan. The Federal Reserve, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the House of Rothschild. These are the people that have corrupted the entire world. And I am here to pronounce your doom. Now America's become a fascist country. You remember when Senator Huey Long is quoted as saying, when fascism comes to America, it will be called anti-fascism. Fascism is designed and defined as an authoritarian political ideology that combines nationalism with a corporatist economic system. Fascists advocate the creation of a single party. You think that the Democrats and the Republicans are different? Now, who controls the U.S. Congress? Do you think it's you? Can you really depend on the Senate and the House of Representatives to represent your interests? They're in bed with insurance companies. They're in bed with special interests, and they're in bed with Israel. Most of your senators, many of them, and congresspersons are honorary citizens, members of the Knesset. They control America's wealth. President Bush was controlled. There's not a president that is the real power. The real power are those moneyed people.
All right, family. So not only did you hear what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, you heard who he said is the Synagogue of Satan. Outright, he said it's the Federal Reserve. That's the head of the snake. Why? Because they know they have manipulated and put the world in debt. So the reason that they are mad, because the book, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, exposes their trick, right? It exposes them. But the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us in this monumental book that you should go get to, Our Savior Has Arrived, chapter 21, Black and White Worlds Near a Showdown. See, this is a showdown. See, you can think that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is not your leader. But the Jews, the so-called Jews, they know better than that. So we don't care what religion you in and what organization you claiming. You can think that the minister is not your leader. But the enemy to the minister and to you know that the minister is the black leader on the planet for the whole black nation. They know this. They know what other black man are they telling you not to listen to? What other black man are they mad at because he made a speech? They don't want you to hear it, right? And we got evidence to prove it. Nobody else, family. This is not boasting. This is not bragging. This is just a fact, right? Nobody else is villainized like the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is, without a cause, right? So let's read just real quick from Our Savior Has Arrived, with the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad telling us about the showdown between the black and white. It got to happen, family, right? Two things can't occupy the same thing at the same time. So Master Farad Muhammad is on the scene, and he made a Christ, and then they made a Messiah, and the Messiah is the minister. He is the minister. Farrakhan is the Messiah that they never wanted to come about, that they never wanted to rise up. Because you looking for somebody running around with a gun. No. Revolution started in the mind, right? Revolution started up here. So if he can clean you up, if he can expose them to you, if he can make you better, if he can make you love the black woman, fight for the black woman, love and be a man, be a father, be a husband, get off the drugs. He can take you out of the hood with a word. With a word. He stood up and built the works of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, where they thought the nation was done. So this warfare, this conflict you see going on, it's the Synagogue of Satan versus the Nation of Islam. It is Yaqub, the God of this world, versus Master Fard Muhammad, the righteous black God. This is the warfare that's going on, family. This is the war of Armageddon. You see it. Master Farad Muhammad brought us an independent flag that no nation on the planet got, that represents freedom, justice, and equality. They don't want you to have it. The Jews have been masqueraded like they didn't have nothing to do with the slave Atlantic trade, the transatlantic slave trade. They think they didn't have nothing to do with it, and they have been fooling us for long enough, but the minister has exposed them to the core. So if you're getting tricked, if you're getting oppressed by their system, by their tricks, by their institution, it's because you are not listening and applying the principles that the minister is giving us. He said the Federal Reserve is the synagogue of Satan. Is, right? There wasn't no manipulating the words or nothing. He said it clear and plain as day. That was just 10 years ago. Savior's Day, the will. Now that just wasn't no average say. That was Savior's Day, the will, 2010. Right? This thing is deep, man. So I'm trying to stay calm. But family, you want to listen to this because I got another clip from the minister that we finna play where he really gonna rock you and he gonna tell you. And y'all know why they hate the minister so much, family? Y'all wanna know why? Because he won't bow down. See, if the minister bow down to them, that means Master Farad Muhammad bowing down. But Master Farad Muhammad made a man, the most honorable Muhammad, then the most honorable Muhammad made the minister. So them two bagging him up so he can't bow down to this world. Ain't no bowing down in the minister. Ain't no bowing down in the real students. Now they mad because he told us not to take the vaccinations, right? You ain't sticking my children up with nothing. You ain't sticking me up with nothing, right? We willing to die about this. See, Islam removes all fear. See, if you scared, you a punk. You can't be in Islam. Not taught by the most honorable Muhammad and the honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. Because what we say we stand on, we don't give a damn who it is. We will die on the spot for a worthy cause. Why? Because, hey, it don't matter, family. We've been already taught that they won't kill no more than 300 of us before America go up in smoke. Either you believe it or you don't believe it, right? I believe it 100%. I know the will is real. I know the most honorable Muhammad is still physically alive. I know Master Farad Muhammad is still physically alive. I know he the supreme being. Ain't nobody got to convince me. I know this. And I showed it every day since I joined Islam. I walk the street heavy, fearing nothing. Family, man, let me calm down. Because we got a lot to get into. Let's get into it. Our Savior has arrived. Make sure you go get this book too as well. It's going to tell you more about Master Farad Muhammad and what's going on. You need this book to get more of an understanding of the reality of God. Because what we teach about the reality of God, that's the main reason that the enemy hates us. That's why they got such a vendetta with us. They don't care about you going and be an Orthodox Muslim. They don't care about you being a Christian. They don't care about you being Black Panther. They don't care about you being Hebrew Israelite. They only got a problem when you come and get Islam taught by the most honorable Muhammad through the honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan. Why? Because it is your nature. It is your nature. And we are made wise, critical thinking men and women. We ain't fools. We don't just move off emotion. See, he can't do that. See, we proactive. Right? Because we've been doing these broadcasts before this all went on, ain't it? Been telling y'all about this. We proactive. We don't wait till they kill somebody and then now we want to go out and do some demonstration. No, we demonstrate every day. You seen us on the corner with the Final Call newspaper. We was protesting against this world. We were protesting against this world. Trying to wake you up. Point you in the right direction. So let me get to the book. Black and White Worlds Near a Showdown. Wrote this book in the 70s. Due to the presence of Allah in person, Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, in his aims and purposes to take over his own. It brings us hourly to a showdown of who shall rule the nations of the earth. This is the showdown. See, the minister bringing you the new ruler. The minister bringing you the Christ, the MacD, in person. We ain't waiting around on no spook. So he can't bow down. He can't bend. He can't buckle. Ain't no apologizing. The present world, white people, have had their time and have gone over their time to rule. Nevertheless, they still want to rule or destroy the idea of somewhere else ruling, as shown by their preparations made for the total destruction of the human family of the earth. They boast that they can destroy the present total population of our earth 30 times over again and again. We know that they will not be able to destroy it one time, but they are prepared to do so, shall they be given the chance. This is very hard for you to listen to or accept from a man who stands at your door telling you that he is prepared to destroy you again and again and blast you out of your own house. We are now told in many skillful and deceitful ways that the white world is prepared and is putting these preparations into action against the black man. That was in the 70s. That's the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, right? You need to go and get that book. Our Savior has arrived. So the minister has expounded on this, has edified this, has deepened our understanding in this, right? So now they are coming with chemical warfare, biological warfare, scientific warfare, economic warfare. Everything is on against us, family. We are at total war with these people, period. We ain't got time to be debating about petty differences. None of that, family. All we got to do is stand up, like the minister said, and scream and speak the truth from the mountaintop. From the mountaintop. So let's get into this latest article by the Simon Winfenthal Center. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So let's get into this article. I know some of y'all missed it though, but we're going to show you that the minister is a divinely guided man. Because you always look at a man, you judge a man based on his enemies, the power that his enemies got. Not who you think he is, but who the enemy thinks. He said, look at this. Simon Wiesenthal, as they said, Wiesenthal Center condemns Farrakhan's July the 4th speech broadcast on Sean Puffy Combs' Revolt TV. See, now they mad. See, y'all following this? See, they made Fox Soul buck dance, but they didn't make P. Diddy buck dance, but they so mad at P. Diddy. Why? Because they are one of the reasons P. Diddy got to be so wealthy. But now he is free. He has freed himself. So Allah is with him. So he ain't got to fear no more. All he got to do is stand up on these devils. They can't stop him. Following protests from the Simon Wiesenthal Center last week, Fox Soul TV dropped its plans to broadcast Louis Farrakhan from his July the 4th programming. However, it appears that Farrakhan found a home for his July the 4th address to the Nation of Islam on Sean Puffy Combs' Revolt TV. Now let me tell you something, so-called Jews. You didn't make the minister. So it didn't matter if Puffy showed it or not. The message was going to get out. The message was going to get heard, right? So now you're mad and you don't know what to do. But just know that our Allah and our Christ, they have a cake waiting on you. Your time to rule is done. So whenever you make a move, we waiting on you. Make it. Stop talking. At this stage in history, now listen at the lies. Now, how many of y'all heard the speech of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, July the 4th? How many of you heard it twice, once, 3 times, 4 times, right? I know I listened at least 5 times, right? So how many of y'all have heard this speech, have listened to this speech, right? Check this out. Did you hear any anti-Semitism in it? Is the minister wrong for telling us to not take a vaccination when we don't know what's contained in the vaccination? Is the minister wrong for telling us to stand up and speak truth, stand up like men and women and fight with those who fight with us? Is he wrong? Is that anti-Semitism by calling them imposters? These imposter Jews? Is he wrong? Is that anti-Semitism? How can it be when they're not even submitting? At this stage of history, no one can be surprised by rents. Now they're saying it's rents. Did you hear clear guidance? Did it look like a man was upset? Did you hear a man frustrated? The man was in the garden. Go and read your scripture about Jesus in the garden. In Matthew and in John, in the gospel. Go and read that. So now looking at this now they ain't talking about the police that killed George Floyd. They ain't talking about the police that killed Breonna Taylor. They ain't talking about the police that killed Rashard Brooks. They ain't talking about the police that killed the brother that killed George Zimmerman who killed Trayvon Martin. They ain't talking about Freddie Gray. They ain't talking about none of these folks. We'll be in here for an hour naming all the people that the police can kill, white police. They ain't talking about that. They ain't mentioning that. Not lucrative, but lucrative anti-Semitism. They call the minister Rants of America's godfather of anti-Semitism. Wow. Now hold on now. If you hate somebody, ain't it gonna be acts against you? Has the minister ever told us to boycott all Jewish establishment? No. Has he ever told us to bomb a synagogue, go spray, can, defile a synagogue? No. Has he ever told us if you see a Jewish person, do something to a Jewish person? No. Does he teach hate? No. How can he teach hate without any actions from his students? How can he teach hate without any actions from his students? We be on the block and see the Jews all the time and don't say nothing to them. Try to get them to get the final call newspaper. We don't got no hate for them. I might be speaking strong, but I ain't got nothing against white people. Right? Because what the scriptures say. What the scriptures say, and it's Paul, you think it's Paul in the scriptures saying this, but it's really the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities and wickedness in high places. See, you thought that's Paul. See, that's the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We don't fight against that. We don't fight against flesh and blood. That's why he told you the synagogue of Satan is the Federal Reserve, the international bankers, because they control the policies. They control the institutions, the education, the political system. They control it. So we ain't fighting against flesh and blood. We ain't fighting the president of the Federal Reserve, the chairman. No, not him. He don't know no better. He just a dumb devil. The godfather. No, he the godfather of black people, of the world. No anti-Semitism. How he gonna be Semitism and we come from that? How he gonna be anti-Semitism and we come from that part of the planet? Let me say that again, family. How can he be anti-Semitism when, on one sense, black people, we are Semitic? We the original people. There wasn't no man on the planet before the black man. This is why they mad. Because when you understand that nobody can rule you, nobody can control you or put fear in you when you knowing that my father created everything you see. And he got the power to destroy you with a virus, with something you can't even see. Family, y'all got to get this understanding. This is what's going on. This is wartime. We ain't got time to play. And they want to lie, but we're going to let you know, Simon, ADL, Southern Poverty Law Center, we are Farrakhan. You better believe it. Start looking at it. not lucrative, by lucrative anti-Semitism conspiracy linking Jewish state to death of George Floyd. Now, how in the hell? Now, hold up. When did he do this? When did he do this? He linked Jewish state to the death of George Floyd? Oh, why? Oh. Because we exposed that the major cities in the United States went to Israel over there in Palestine and got trained by the Israeli force, their police force. And they came back with these topics, these tactics. So now they see how they tell on themselves? He never said it was a Jewish man that did it. He said they're using tactics that they got from the Jews in Israel. And that is a fact, documented fact. Ain't no lie. Bad enough, his anti-Jewish liberals were apparently watched by 500,000. See, they trying to tone it down. Probably like 500 million, close to a billion, probably seen it by now, right? So they want to mitigate it. You know, it was more than a million people, more than a half a million people seeing that speech while it was showing. Imagine if Fox had run it parallel to the DC July the 4th celebrations on its new platform. SWC awaits condemnation of Farrakhan's anti-Semitism creed screeds by lead American political, culture, and social influence, said Rabbi Abraham Cooper, Associated Dean of Simon Wiesenthal Center, Global Director of its Ed Snyder Social Action Institution. So now listen at this lie. So now, if the minister is not relevant, why do they want American political people and culture, social influencers to condemn him? But now you hear, now in all of this, has they called the minister a liar one time? You ain't heard the word liar mentioned yet. Because they ain't going to do that. Why? Because the minister is calling them liars and imposters. And we ready to have a showdown with them on about who is the real children of Israel. Because it ain't them. This is what it's about. See, they have usurped and they have stolen our identity. So they over there living in a land of their own, oppressing our people, the Palestinians. And they trying to take over that West Bank. And they are getting reparations from the Holocaust that was did in Germany, Nazi Germany, under Adolf Hitler. Why is America paying them reparations for that? Y'all got to understand, man. Y'all got to understand, family. Why is America paying the state of Israel, the Jewish state Israel, reparations where the Holocaust took place in Germany? Why is your tax dollars going over there? Right? Why is your tax dollars going over there? That's the question you need to ask yourself. The Synagogue of Satan is the Federal Reserve. They run America. So this is what they're saying. So I want to show y'all, and I want to show y'all another clip of the minister that he did in the 80s, where he's talking about he will never bow down to them. And he ain't lying. See, a lot of folks like to say a lot of stuff about our man, the man of God, but the minister is not a liar. The minister doesn't have hate in his heart. The minister is the most wonderful human being that you would ever want to meet. The humility of the minister. I wouldn't be here today if I hadn't heard the word coming through him. I wouldn't be standing here looking all cleaned up with a family as a business owner. I'd be somewhere running around selling drugs. I'd be still in prison. But I heard the word of God, of Allah, coming from his mouth. And it quickening me, that self-accusing spirit. And he made me look in the mirror and say, damn, I am in control of my life. Damn. If I want to have a better life, I need to think different. Damn, I'm a God. I got the ability to, because I'm sitting in the prison cell. I'm like, damn, I'm here because of me. the decisions I made, my thought process, the things I was doing. Ain't nobody put me there. I put myself there, right? So I can remove myself from there. Woo, man, the knowledge of self is powerful, man. You got to get it. So now I'm sitting here talking to you on social media. Well, if I didn't tell you I was an ex-con, you wouldn't even know it. Family man, father of four. Family man, married, happily married, right? Family, a business owner, big business owner, right? And outside of this scam that they got going on American people. So let's get into the clip, family. Then after this, we're going to wrap this up. My man, please, y'all on Facebook, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and please share this out and throw watch parties with this because it's an onslaught. This conflict is the Synagogue of Satan versus the Nation of Islam. And you can think you ain't in a nation. If you black in America, you in the Nation of Islam. Your enemy knows this. You don't have to confess it. You in it. So you need to be supporting us and stand with us because we've been in the community doing justice, doing good, saving our people, teaching our people, being an example since 1930. 90 whole years, we have been an example for black people. We have been consistent. We have been disciplined. And we have taken all of the slander, all of the hate from our own people that we are raised up to save. And we haven't retaliated. Big shout out to P. Diddy, man. So let's get into this clip, family. And after this, we're going to wrap this up. But you definitely want to hear, they hate the minister because the minister won't bow down. Point blank here. Point blank period. Right? So let's get into it, family. It's about an 8-minute clip. Please enjoy it. Please enjoy it. Hold on, let me get me off the screen.
You stated 2 Sundays ago that the Caucasian mind has to be destroyed. How will we be able to do this? Learn the truth and hurl the truth at his mind. See, everything that white folks think and want to do, at the root of their mind is a superiority over you. I mean, white folk just got to be the boss. And it blows their mind when a black man don't want to accept that. That's what makes Farrakhan so difficult for them to deal with. He ain't going to accept us as his leader. No. Your time to lead us is over. God wants to lead us today. And they can't deal with that kind of mind. Well, will you apologize for what? You heard them ask me that. Well, Minister Farrakhan, don't you think that there's something that you should apologize for? Please. I say, y'all haven't apologized for what you did to black people. I haven't done nothing to you all but tell the truth. And if that hurts you, you should never have existed. I didn't have anything to apologize for. I told Jesse, don't do that. Don't do that, Jesse. You already apologized. You called him Jaime. Shouldn't have did that. Well, now you went to the Jewish synagogue and you apologized. That's it, man. If I apologize, you accept my apology, I go on. I ain't got to keep on apologizing every time I see you apologize. Jesse trying to get back in the good graces of the Jews, and the Jews keep their foot steady. They keep their foot steady in his backside. He go to Russia, instead of talking about us catching hell, he's talking about some Soviet Jews. Show how humanitarian he is. Don't you know these white folk gonna give a damn what he says? They ain't gonna vote for him in 1988, because he did say Jaime and Jaimetown. Have you repented of that? It's gonna be like Chappaquiddick for that Kennedy boy. Every time Kennedy think he about ready to run, he raise his head up there, say Marianne Kopechne, Chappaquiddick. He said, oh. Jack in the box, he goes back down, wait for another time. They're not going to ever let Jesse forget that. Never, never, never. The Jews are the most unforgiving white people you ever want to meet. They don't let nothing. If you ever offend them, keep on stepping, because, hey, if you're looking for them to forget it, and you repent, you're going to have to lay at their foot every day, let them walk over you, and come back in, and then do the whole on you. And then they'll say, maybe if you keep this up for 100 years, I may think about forgiving you. I'll never have them for my friends. And who the hell cares? I don't need their friendship. I'm going to whoop their butt as long as I see them coming wrong. I'm going to down them every time with the truth. I'm not going to back down. They'll have to kill me, because they're wrong. And they know they're wrong, and you know they're wrong, but you too weak and cowardly when it comes to Jews to stand up. And that's the last oppressor you got who's claiming to be your friend. Once you can move him to the side, you are free at last. The Jew got you. Got black people jam up talking about a black-Jewish relationship. You ain't got no relationship with no Jews. All you black folk in here, which one of you got relationship with Jews? You too far down on the totem pole to have a relationship with Jews, except you cleaning their house. Now that is a relationship of sorts. Harry, I want my windows cleaned. Sarah, did you dust the furniture, Sarah? You did a good job with the food today, Sarah. Thank you very much. I don't have the money today. I'm going to give you an old dress that my grandmother used to wear. Bring it home. You ain't got no relationship with them. It's the bourgeois Negroes that got a relationship with them. And they have a relationship with them so that they can keep your bourgeois middle-class Negroes hoodwinked, so that the middle-class Negroes can sell you the lie that they are your best friend. How the hell can they be your best friend and you in this shape? You ain't got no friend. If you got a friend, what the hell is he doing for you? You can't be poor, ragged, and hungry and have a rich Jew for a friend and he's your friend? Talk back to me. You ain't got no friend. And that's your problem. That's why God had to come and be our friend and then make friends for us all the way around the world. And what the white man is angry about is because I don't look to them for friendship. Gaddafi's my friend. The leaders of the world are my friend. Yeah, that's my friend. You heard him say, if I needed arms, he would give me arms and training. That's my friend. Hell, I got an oppressor here. Maybe I need to kill him one day. I may need some weapons. I need a friend. Sell me the weapon. Don't sell them. I ain't got no money. Give them to me. What are friends for? No. But I told Mr. Gaddafi, I don't need any weapons, Mr. Gaddafi. Just give me some money and let me build the black man up economically. And you think that $5 million is a lot of money? Oh, please. Gaddafi was nice. I mean, he gave me $5 million. I really appreciate that. But hell, that ain't no money. Tell a man $5 billion would be more like the tune. Right now. And I really could say you're a good man.
All right, family. So y'all heard it from there. Y'all heard it from the mouth of the man himself, the man of this hour, the Messiah, man. You heard him say that he will never bow down to them. He will never get friendship from them satanic imposter Jews. And he talking about the ones who control the monetary system, the ones who control the policies, the ones who control the world, right? He ain't just talking about the righteous Jews who try to live by the covenant of Moses. He's talking about the ones who live by the Talmud. They wrote their own book, and the Holy Quran talks about them, how the rabbis of law wrote their own book, and they want to call it from Allah. But it ain't from Allah. It's from their writings, right? And that's why they are oppressing the whole planet, and they got the whole planet in debt, and they are mad. But because they can't stop this man, and he's been a thorn in their backside since 1984. That's when it all started. And you heard him back in the 80s say he will never bow down to them. So to this day, they still don't want you, black man, black woman, to hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And they still want to pump the same lies, that same anti-Semitic trick, but we done pulled the cover off this enemy. That's why everybody on this stream, under the sound of my voice, the final call should sell out of these books. Everybody black need to have this whole series of books. Volume 1, Volume 2, and Volume 3. And you should get this other side book with it. Jews selling black. Selling blacks. You need to get this. Auction sale. They controlled all of that when we was in the South. When we was in the Delta, they took control over all of that. They took control of the banking. They the ones set up the credit-based system. They set that up. That's why the minister, through the guidance of the Honorable Minister of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, always told us to do what? Find a way to get you some real gold. Gold is kryptonite to their monetary system, to their tax scam system. Gold is kryptonite to their control of you. That's why they don't want no nation on the planet operating with a gold currency. But it ain't their time now. Their time is up. It is our time now. So anything we want to do, we can do it. All you got to do is just stand up on it. Allah backing us, him and his Christ, they backing us. All you got to do is just stand up on the truth and be a free black man, a free black woman. They can't do nothing with you. They can't do nothing with us. And when we come together, it's going to be greater than an atomic bomb going off. Once the black man and woman in North America finally unite. But that's where we headed. A lot of more blood coming because it's wartime. That's why everywhere you look, you see red. It's wartime. So there's a lot more bloodshed going to happen in the next couple of days. Be prepared. But stand up on truth. As long as you stand up on truth, then truth is with you. When you try to reject truth, when you try to refute truth, when you try to debate truth with your limited, incomprehensive knowledge, understanding of the truth, then it becomes your enemy. It becomes a weapon against you. And everybody do like the minister said, stay in your home, stay in your chambers. When you come out for the essentials, make sure you got your mask on. This coronavirus is real, and it didn't come from the white man, right? So protect yourself. And really don't matter if it did come from them. It is real. It is killing people. So protect yourself. Safeguard yourself. Think about our future generations. So go into your homes, quarantine yourself. If you need a way to make income from home, go to forwardmoney.com and we have a solution for you. We have an opportunity for you where you can make money from home, where you don't have to go outside at all. Family, this is wartime. The gloves is off. Now we're coming with it. I was so happy when the minister said that. Woo! When he said, get up on the mountaintop, I said, that's all I needed to hear, Father. That's all I needed to hear. You feel me? Because I've been that lion in the cage waiting to get released. Yes. And it ain't to you, black man. It ain't to you, black woman. It ain't to you, poor white, Hispanic. It ain't got nothing to do with you. We going after the synagogue of Satan. We going after that Federal Reserve, that IRS, that FBI, that CIA. Them, that's who we going after. This false monetary system that got our people living check to check, that got our people struggling, can't even be with their own family, where they got to go out and risk their life for a fake debt note and could possibly contract the coronavirus at work and bring it right home to their children and to their spouse. Family, it's time out like that. We got to start thinking logically. We got to start thinking militarily. We got to start thinking warfare, because it is warfare. So we got to understand the science of warfare, the science of business, the science of mate, the science of money, the science of everything. This is what we got for you. You go and get any books of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is what he's giving you, pure science. We ain't no religious group. We just come under a religious bound. We just come under a religious theology. That's all. Because that's what you was put to sleep in, right? But we ain't no religious group. Make no mistake about it. The Nation of Islam is an army, a righteous army, a righteous military. And we don't have carnal weapons. We don't need them. We can outthink our enemy. We don't need them. I got hands. I got feet. I can destroy with this. I don't need no weapon. If they come at us with weapons, we can disarm them and then use their weapon against them. But we have a real, live, living God. And he got power over everything. And the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad is up on the wheel, controlling the forces of nature. Y'all thought he died in 75. But the minister told you in 81, he was physically alive, well and in power. And he put out a challenge to anyone that wanted to disapprove what he said. I proved him to be a liar. Nobody accepted the challenge. Not a black, not a white, not a Jew. Nobody accepted the challenge. He put it out in 81. Nobody accepted the challenge. Just like in 72, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad put out a challenge and said that if you think what I'm teaching my people is wrong or incorrect, I will give you $10,000 per word in the 70s. $70 per word. If you can prove what I'm teaching my people is wrong or prove I made a mistake with one word, each word per word, I give you $10,000. Then he said, did nobody accept that? This is the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the man that y'all misunderstood. The man that you fell asleep on. The first begotten of the dead. Yeah, that Elijah Muhammad. Yeah. Then he even went so far, said, matter of fact, I'll pay you $10,000 an hour just to come and contend with me. Just come and debate with me, and I will pay you $10,000 an hour. You ain't even got to prove I'm wrong. You just get here with your soup bowl knowledge, your branch knowledge, and challenge this, family. Family, playtime over with. Man, get with us. Everybody, go and get this book. You need to get this book here too. If you ain't got Message to the Black Man for All America, you need to get these books. Everybody black should have this book. The Final Call should sell out of these books. They $20. If you want to know how to fight this enemy and what has been done to us and understand the architecture of white supremacy, you got to get this book. $20. Go to the official Nation of Islam website, and everybody should subscribe to the only black international newspaper in the world, the Final Call newspaper, the digital Final Call newspaper. It'll be about $13 for 90 days. Everybody on here that is watching this, if you don't got this book, you don't got this book, you ain't got your Final Call subscription. Soon as we get off of here, go get it. And if you want to put your hands on the new currency, you want to get the new world's reserve currency, you want to get your hands on some real physical, tangible gold, the real money, then you go to ForwardMoney.com. You want to be a business owner, you want to become an entrepreneur overnight, go to ForwardMoney.com. We got that opportunity for you. We ain't going to just tell you about this enemy and can't give you a way out. No, we bringing in you a new system. It's a new day. This world is done. So you should be looking out for the change of the world. Two things can't occupy the same space at the same time, family. The enemy will no longer rule the planet with that worthless dollar. That is over. So you better get in tune and tap into the new world's currency and look out for it. With that being said, family, thank y'all, man. Everybody on Facebook, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Forward Money. Follow us on Instagram, Forward Money. We on Twitter, Forward Money. We got our Facebook business page, Forward Money. Please, family, we're bringing you independent money, obligatory money, family. That's what we're bringing you, and we're going to always teach, and we're going to always preach and break down the signs of business, the signs of warfare, and the signs of money. And we bringing you the solution to get you out of it. With that being said, family, so you can properly fight. With that being said, family, we got the Future Show, the Future Money Show this Saturday at 10 Eastern. You definitely want to tune on for that, and then we will be back here next Thursday. But then before that, we got the Business and Warfare broadcast. We not playing. We have been let loose. It's on now. With that being said, family, we will see y'all on the next broadcast. And I thank everybody that shared this out, that commented. We thank all of y'all. All praises be to Allah. Thank y'all, family. And we're going to continue to get this content out. Family, we're not going to let the enemy constantly dictate who we listen to. We're not going to let them vilify and victimize a man that has stood for us for 65 years. It ain't his trial. It is our trial. So stand up and let's get this truth out. And let's show them that Farrakhan will never die. He can't die because we here. With that being said, family, see y'all on this broadcast. Assalamu alaikum. Salam, peace. See y'all next soon.